skeptical at her boyfriend. Ghosts. It wasn't something they had even considered when they had bought the place. Ash wasn't a believer, and neither was she. At least, she didn't think she was. As the floorboards creaked and what sounded suspiciously like footsteps moved directly above where they were sitting, she reconsidered.
Someone's up there.
That was from Roxanne's husband, Pete, stating the obvious, his voice dropping to a whisper. Ash shook his head.
It's an old house, and it creaks and groans. It's probably nothing.
Still, he pushed back his chair, getting up from the table.
Stay here. I'll go check it out.
Pete, maybe you should go with him, Roxanne urged, her tone also hushed and her smirk now gone.
But Ash said to wait here.
What if someone's broken in? While Pete dithered, seeming reluctant to move, Ellie got to her feet. I'll go. You two finish your dessert. Neither of her friends protested too much as she stepped out into the hallway, hurrying after Ash, who had already disappeared up the stairs. She cautiously followed him, annoyed that her shoulders had tensed and her legs were trembling. This was her new home. She refused to be afraid of it. But what if someone has broken in? Although she tried to dismiss the question, the nagging voice had her moving faster. If anything happened to Ash... No, she was overreacting. Roxanne and Pete's concern was getting to her. Ash was right. Old houses made noises. He should know. After all, he did design buildings for a living. Still, she climbed the stairs quietly, fearful of making too much noise, her heart jumping and freezing to the spot when she stepped on a creaking floorboard. Ash, where are you? Her tone was hushed as she peered both ways down the long landing. The noise had come from above them, so she headed left towards their bedroom, wondering if she should have brought a weapon. For what? This wasn't a movie. But if someone had broken in... Which was ridiculous. They were in the middle of nowhere. She thought of Crime Watch and the remote properties that were often ransacked, the location of their new home, which had been a selling point for both of them, suddenly now less appealing. Ghost or no ghost, there had definitely been footsteps, and the idea there could be a stranger in the house was actually a hell of a lot more frightening than anything supernatural. Ash? Her heart was thumping now. Where was he? Ellie took the last tentative step towards the bedroom. Annoyed, she was scared to enter a room that should be her sanctuary. The shape that suddenly blocked the doorway, barreling into her, broke that train of thought, and she screamed.
Jesus, Ellie, don't sneak up on me like that.
Ash hissed out a breath, seeming as startled as she was. I didn't know you were in here. Something between them growled, and Ellie stepped back, spotted yellow eyes glaring up at her. A cat. What the hell? Where did she come from? She assumed it was a girl, given the pink glittery collar around her neck. The feline hissed, and Ash scratched behind her ears in an attempt to calm her.
The window, I guess.
His eyes glinted, teasing.
That's what happens when you leave them all open. Things get in.
Annoyingly, he was right. It had been a stifling hot day, and Ellie had earlier opened all of the upstairs windows in an attempt to cool the house down, despite Ash telling her the pond in the garden below their bedroom balcony was a breeding ground for mosquitoes. She glanced at the long curtains billowing at the French doors, and hoped the cat was the only thing that had come in. At least a blessed breeze had finally picked up, which should hopefully offer some relief through the night.
See? Nothing sinister.
Ash hooked his free hand around Ellie's waist, pulling her close and pressing a kiss against her nose.
Just a cute little cat.
She is cute. I wonder who she belongs to.
Probably the neighbor.
Maybe. Ellie followed him down the stairs and through to where Pete and Roxanne were sat.
Here's your ghost.
Ash grinned, holding up the fluffy black bundle. Pete had the good grace to look a little sheepish, while Roxanne's eyes widened.
You got a cat?